Well, hey there, everybody. My name is Kevin Snyder, and I hope that you're doing really well. Now, in 1955, Edgar Smith created and coined the Fortune 500 list. Well, that's a list of the top 500 companies with the highest revenue. So here we are, many years later. How many of these original 500 companies are still on that list? Playable Price is right with me? Ready? If you think all 500, go down. 250? Down. None of them? Go up. 5. Up. Have a little bit of fun with my audiences. So let me just get right to it. If you were thinking of anywhere around 50, then guess what? Ding, 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 ding. You're exactly right. So let's talk about a few of these organizations because it can teach us an important lesson about how to envision new possibility and really how to motivate ourselves, our teams, and our organizations to do more with less and embrace change. Example number 1, Kodak. Ever heard of him? Well, if you have kids, guess what? They probably haven't. Example number 2, Blockbuster. What happened to Blockbuster? They got Netflixed, right? In fact, there's one Blockbuster remaining. Anybody know where it's at? Bend, Oregon. The only Blockbuster remaining is in Bend, Oregon. And you know why? They have slow Wi-Fi. Third example. Have a Sony Walkman? Well, if you still do, go find it. It's probably worth a lot of money. It's vintage. But when we look at these 3 kind of fun examples, again, they're here to teach us a lesson that I'm sharing with you today. What happened? How did they go from being one of the top organizations to being an organization that struggled? You see, friends, these organizations, they stopped growing. They stopped problem solving. And as a result, they fell victim to change rather than actually leading it. Like a lot of organizations, they got comfortable. They got complacent. They became obsolete, and as a result, they became irrelevant. A quote that I share in my presentations and also in my book, Think Differently, which, by the way, you can download for free on Amazon today only. You can also get a copy on my website. The quote is this: "Where comfort lies, complacency breeds." Let me repeat that. Where comfort lies, complacency breeds. And this is the reason why people, why team leads, organizations, and also our relationships sometimes never reach the full potential, is because we allow comfortability and complacency to settle in. It is the number 1 dream killer. So what these examples can teach us, and why I'm sharing these with you, is that we can either train and prepare our people to embrace change and lead it, or to regret it later. And it's up to all of us, regardless of the type of leadership role we have or the role we don't even have. It is up to us to shift our thinking and to look at change differently. Because we cannot grow without change, but we certainly can change without having growth. And I believe that there's 3 ways that we look at change. Number 1, which is what most people do, they resist it. Number 2, well, they accept it, right? Well, then number 3, which is the most powerful, they lead it. I also believe there's 3 types of people. People that watch things happen, people that make things happen, and then people that wonder, what the heck just happened? Where do these 3 organizations fit? Yeah, they're still wondering what happened, right? So we don't want to allow that to happen. We are living in a Kodak world right now. It is up to you. It is up to me. It is up to all of us to not get Netflixed. Are you ready? Are you prepared? Do you have the right mindset for that? Even Charles Darwin said this, friends. He said, "It is not the strongest of the species that survive, nor the most intelligent, but the one most responsive to change." Most responsive to what? That's right, change. Another quote in my book is this: leadership requires responsibility for actually leading change. And there's a lot of leadership misconceptions out there. Leadership is about influence. And also, leadership is not a noun. You know what it is? It's a verb. So I hope that this prepares you to look at change a little bit differently. And how do we go from really a fixed mindset to a growth mindset? That's really the key. And that's why I just released a brand new keynote presentation titled How to Become a Shift Thinker. Because small shifts in thinking create massive results. And I'm going to share with you a principle to developing what is the essence of the first principle of becoming a shift thinker, which is having a growth mindset. Are you ready? A growth mindset is the belief that no matter what adversity we might be experiencing, there's still opportunities to grow, to push through, to problem solve, to embrace new ways of thinking, and to become extremely resilient. A growth mindset is the most powerful tool to help us achieve results and go from where we are to where we want to be. In fact, a study just came out. 91% of executives and placement firms said they would hire and also recommend an employee based on mindset rather than skill set. Think about that. So is attitude important? Absolutely. A growth mindset is, and it's contagious. I'd encourage you to share this video with somebody who needs it right now. Share it with your team. Share it with your entire organization. Share it with your spouse, your kids. Watch it maybe another time where you can reflect and take some notes, because right now you probably got 3 things going on at the same time, like me. But I'm here with you in this moment. Look, if you can't tell, I am really passionate. I get excited about developing people, teams, and organizations to look at things differently, to embrace change, to envision new possibility, and then find ways to take action. So friends, today, the opportunity that you have is you can actually go to Amazon and download both or either of my #1 best-selling books, Think Differently to Achieve Success, and also Pay to Speak, How to Become a Professional Speaker, because I know some of you, because I get this after every presentation, how do I get into speaking, Kevin? Well, guess what? I decided to write a book on it. And these are great opportunities for you as well. And if you do miss Think Differently download today, you can go to my website, which is kevincsnyder.com, to get a copy of that. And of course, if I can support you or help you at all with a training need or a conference keynote, you just simply reach out to me. I'd be honored to be involved with your event. So take care. And remember, adversity does not define us. It reveals opportunities that we would not have had otherwise.